since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. X slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. The Redskins take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go! Henry! Hey, come on up, come on up! Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic! I'm here.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. First carry for Darius Geis. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Haskins on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
We got this.
At their own 6-yard line.
Set. 10-2 stop. 56. Let's go, D. Let's go. Clear.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Jones now operating from the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll return it from the 6. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York set to take the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Protein spill.
2nd and 5. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Go! Ready?
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Single receiver. Hey. You go tight.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Jackson with a grab over the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Set. 18 Gator. Check 53's mark. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Switch. General West. Shoot.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
5. 56, Mike, 56. Now. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. 56.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Going to throw deep, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Hurry.
Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Montez Sweat able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Hey, wahoo!
Just like that. 53's the mic. 53.
Ready?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
They get it to him running left. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
6-man. Check curls.
Jones now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey.
Running left, it's Barkley. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Second down, Haskins. That's caught by Trey Quinn. Gets out of a little bit of trouble there with a shifty move. He'll take it up past the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Jones. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Go now. 18 gators.
On 1st down, Jones looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jones on 1st and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Barkley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Tackles.
Now Haskins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
4 down. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Hey, defense. It's free.
On the handoff, it's Geis. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
They go play action with Haskins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
We're following the made field goal for 3. Hopkins now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 8, read.
53, Mike, 53.
2.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody to run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You got nothing. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man right side is Ingram. Touchdown, Giants! Evan Ingram the Giants are able to grow their lead. They have the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go, D. Double time, double time.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
On first down, this is Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down, Washington.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Geis. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 41, Haskins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go. 10-2 saw.
56.
Hey, Delta.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is knocked away and incomplete. But I think it was a free play. Let's check the call. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan with a sack, the former first-round pick in 2017. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do it with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it in the hands of Geis. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones now, operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talks about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Delta. Here we go. Watch 7. Watch 7. Single. Check. 93's the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Got a man, that's Quinn. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, 63 yards. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Ready? 6, Mike, 56. Go. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Deron Payne busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Giants on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.